What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're here for episode 39 of our Madden 24 Arizona Cardinals franchise mode here live on Super Bowl Sunday. So thank you for taking time out of this very, very eventful day ahead of the Chiefs and 49ers matchup as we here close out the regular season on our journey to an undefeated season. The first undefeated season potentially in channel history. And we still have the Rams, who are 8-7. We have the Green Bay Packers, who as of right now are 7-8. And I want to try to make channel history. It's going to be cool if we can do this. If we don't do it, it's not the end of the world. But it would be kind of cool. And obviously that's how we're going to brand this episode. Can we go undefeated? But if we don't, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? It does kind of matter because even at 15-1, we are not running away with the NFC. I was just, like, before I hit record, I was like, what's kind of going on right now around the rest of the league? Who else is hot? Last year, we lost the first one and done in the playoffs to the Carolina Panthers. Panthers went on to win the Super Bowl. They're 14-1. So, like, even one loss. I mean, we did beat the Panthers, I suppose. We are the one in the 14-1 from the regular season record. But there's still technically a shot that if this episode goes asses up, and we struggled last episode to beat a one-win Saints team, we could technically, at 15-0, not win the NFC on, depending on how these matchups go against the Rams and the Green Bay Packers. I don't want to sell Week 18 short, but I'm going to say on paper, this is probably going to be the harder of the two games. The Rams are a team that have been, they've been a pain in the butt for sure. Every team in the NFC West has been annoying to go up against, each in their own way. I would say the Niners have a lot of talent, so that makes them a little annoying. I think Seattle has a lot of the boom on the boomer bust of Seattle, the DK Metcalfs, the Kenneth Walkers of the world. They've had some big-time games. I think the Rams are the team that, it just feels like every time we play the Rams, whoever they have under center is having a great game. I don't know why that's the case. It's annoying that is the case. Jared Goff, in case you don't remember, has made his way back to the Rams after leaving the Detroit Lions, which is kind of like a full-circle career for him. This is one of the rosters that obviously changed a lot. They don't have Kyron Williams. He actually went on going to the Saints. So they got Khalil Herbert. They got Cooper Kupp. You got Puka Nacua. Got some dogs. You got Quez Watkins, Hunter Henry. Got outstanding rookie tackle, a superstar lineman drafted here by the Rams. Congrats to them. Rasheem Jones. Absolute dog. But they got, a solid offense. Defense has some role players. I mean, they're definitely not the maybe out of all the teams that didn't get the best role when we started this franchise mode when we did, because the guys like Kobe Turner, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, those guys are stars right now. They probably have outstanding Madden ratings, but obviously when we started, these guys didn't necessarily break out yet. So, it is cool to see Puka Nacua kind of go off in the sim and be a superstar there, because I think he doesn't even have his profile picture loaded in yet. But I'm taking a look at this roster. I'm seeing a not great secondary. I'm seeing we can't lose to Jared Goff. Even though Jared Goff's the most all Madden, how did he go 20 or 23 for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns? I can totally see Jared Goff doing that, but I think ultimately we are going to be able to handle our business here against the Rams, get to 16-0, the old undefeated season, and then find a way to be the first ever 17-0 team in NFL history. And I think right now I want to take away the dink and dunks of Jared Goff. The checkdowns, he's going to be a checkdown machine. We need to do that. How we want to attack them. They are not particularly good against the deep ball, but I also think checkdowns, keeping the offense in rhythm, is going to be our way to find a lot of success here. We have Kyler Murray, who has been, for most of this season, as we look through the health report here, Kyler Murray for most of this season has been the MVP frontrunner. However, over the last couple weeks, Kyler Murray has not been going off, as we have DJ Humphries, our starting left tackle, is going to be missing this game, which sucks. We do have Taylor Lewan still on the roster. You can probably slide him over to left tackle, or you can go Jake Witt, who we've been developing at left tackle. But Kyler Murray has been, I don't know what week you start getting the MVP shortlist. Let's just say you get it at week 5. Since week 5, he has been in first place until right now, where Jalen Hurts has leapfrogged Kyler Murray for that number 1 predicting spot right now. Bryce Young's also in the mix. Lamar Jackson's also in the mix. You always got to keep an eye on Patrick Mahomes. Look at Jared Goff, who we're about to go take on, is in the top 10. But Kyler Murray, the yards have kind of fell off. The interceptions have gone up more than the touchdowns have gone up the last 2 games. So we definitely need to get a little bit of a make right here for Kyler Murray. But, I mean, we can't deny. We are putting up, in a video game type numbers across this entire team. Kyler Murray is firmly, like, in terms of overall production, the most productive quarterback in the NFL. There is a very likely shot we are going to have 2,000-yard rushers, on top of the fact that Roosevelt Bonds right now has the most rushing yards. It's a slim lead. I'm not going to say he's going to finish at that, but he's got to have the most touchdowns in the league. He has 19 is the most. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. I think there's a shot, especially if we focus on throwing the ball a little bit with Kyler Murray. Bonds might lose the leading rusher, but as it stands right now, it looks like we're going to have the leading passer in the league. We're going to have the leading rusher in the league, 2,000-yard rushers. On the receiving end, Marcus House, the 87 catches is, I mean, fuck, we might as well just show you the numbers right now across the board. In terms of the league, Kyler Murray is third in yards, but still clips that 4,000-yard mark. In terms of touchdowns, 8 ahead of Russell Wilson, who, shout out to Russell Wilson, killing it right now. Running, so we almost have 2,000 receivers. Right now, Roosevelt Bonds has about 100 yards on Josh Jacobs. In terms of touchdowns, like Joe Mixon's not catching us. Derrick Henry, Saquon, Pacheco, they're not catching. We pretty much give that award to Roosevelt Bonds. In terms of receiving, Marcus House, our tight end, leads the league in receiving yards. We also have 1,000 yards there for Hollywood Brown, who might have a shot finishing in the top 10. He's probably the best deep threat in all of the NFL. In terms of receptions, Marcus House as a tight end is top 5. Also need to give shout out to Jake Ferguson, because it is just, I thought that was a little absurd. It's usually something you don't see, unless it's a Kelsey this high up there in the receptions. And we're actually not even first for the tight end. So Jake Ferguson killing it there for the Carolina Panthers. But, you know, probably everything outside of receiving touchdowns, we're gonna lead in that category. On the defensive side of the ball, it's not shown up because we haven't got as many tackles, but we have Kenny Hodges. He has the most interceptions in the league. He has 6 right now. So we have the leading interceptor. We have, with 28 sacks in counting, with 2 games remaining, we have a pass rusher with the most sacks, 7 more than TJ Watt, who's about to break the old record. We have the TFLs, 12 more than Aaron Donald, who's a first ballot Hall of Famer GOAT. So everything, what else? Oh, we just have a kicker that hasn't missed a kick all year. So this is as perfect of a season. Our record is a reflection of how perfect this season has gone. We're on all fucking Madden. We're on all Madden. We're using the gameplay sliders that 90% of content creators out there are also using. And we're on a path right now of an undefeated season. This will be one of my greatest accomplishments. This will be all time. Sure, there's other things that make a franchise all time. We had the Toronto Huskies. We had Donald Trump screwing around there. That's an all-time series. When we had the Raiders with Antonio Brown losing his goddamn mind every single week, that kind of makes it an all-time series. But if we could go 17-0 and go on and win a Super Bowl, complete an undefeated season with the way all these guys have performed, it's going to set the pace for every rebuild franchise, every Madden going forward, that you have to compete. You're never going to be better than this Arizona Cardinals team. We have a chance to make history. You might be able to equal to it. There might be a rebuild, Madden 28, Madden 29, that we go undefeated and go, oh man, we finally equaled a main channel franchise the same way we did with that Arizona Cardinals. But we have a chance to set that max of max 10 of 10 performance type season here. And it all starts week 17 against the Rams to make sure we get to 16-0. So let's make sure our upgrade here is fully good. We have Archibald, CJ Henderson, who has played a little bit. I will say we have had some injuries in the secondary. Whoa. Is that Keith Taylor's ghost possessing CJ Henderson? Might be what's going on there. And CJ Henderson's got on the field a lot. Not a lot of long-term injuries, but there's been multiple times that we've had Marco Wilson leave a game due to injury, Garrett Williams leave a game due to injury, Kenny Hodges leave a game due to injury. CJ Henderson's first off the bench every single time, and he's been able to answer that call. As we see Steven Archibald get another speed. He's already lightning quick. Let's go beat the Rams. Let's handle business. I think we start early. I mean, I've even shown self-restraint myself from using Ojulari every play. Obviously, you look at his stats, you're like, you're going to be this guy 90% of the time. I probably am 75% of the time, but there's an element of like, do I want to abuse the cheese, which is the player that I have on my team that I've grown and developed on my team? Do I want to make it a little more difficult? Do I want to give this other team an actual shot at beating me? to make it close, to build a little anticipation. Because if not, I'll just use Ojulari every time. Let him take the game over. Get 5-6 sacks because he's the best pass rusher the NFL has ever seen. That is including a man in this game in Aaron Donald. How did he hold on to that? What a catch by Hunter Henry. There we go. Big tackle, David Collins, but he's holding his ass. You don't like seeing that. Is this a Charlie horse? Dead leg. Drink some water. Cramp. Luckily, we do have cover. Chad Muma, who we signed in free agency, former day 2 pick of the Jags. Give me that. That was, you could read that like a book. Garrett Williams in the slot, jumps the ball from an MVP candidate in Jared Goff. It gives us great opening field position. Just jumped right in front of, that's a late pass. I thought they were going screen. I was using Papo there to kind of take away the screen pass. That didn't really, I mean, that's not a good throw. He strained his quad. Huh. Strained. Doesn't sound that serious, but all right, we'll put Muma in. That is our leading tackler that has left the game. And I mean, I don't know. That injury could be longer than just this game, I suppose. Let's go, Archibald. The rookie who gained 1 speed this week takes the former Rondale Moore play. And we punish the Rams off of that turnover there. Turn it into 7 for the good guys. Extra point pending. Oh, we almost jumped that one too. Puka Nacua. Good grab, but Hodges was right. That was a 50-50. All right, they're getting it going. All right. They feel the pressure. They want to play spoiler more than anything. This is their Super Bowl. Oh, come on. There we go. I was going to say, if that was a completion. Very disappointed in my lack of pass rush on that one. We got to be a 3rd and 6. Bend, don't break. Hold to a field goal attempt type deal. We got Ojulari coming out the edge. He's going up against a pass rusher that we should be winning, but an easy throw there. Okay. Instant throw to Cooper Kupp. That seems pretty unstoppable. Hopefully don't go to that again. 3rd and inches. We'll bring a blitz. I do think they probably would go for this if we can get a stop, but we're going to see if we can shoot through the gap. Throw it Papo, and it's... That's cheesy as shit. I don't know what you can do there. They just snap and release as fast as they possibly could. Cooper Kupp. 13. Not quite in field goal range, depending on the spot. Could be 4 down territory. Could be go down. We'll see. Oh, yeah. I mean, we might... On the 38. If Coach wants to kick the field goal, we'll kick the field goal. But if it's punt or anything stupid like that, we're going to go for it. He wants to go for it. And he wants slants. And obviously, slants with our team. Slants, it's beating a dead horse. Slants are not as good in Madden 24 as they have been in years past. But when you have a dual threat quarterback, slants are, it's 2 plays. Either you throw the quick slant or try to get it with the legs of your QB. And we're very lucky that was thrown at a linebacker with bricks for hands and not a DB, or else that's a pick 6. Come on, let's get the pass rush going. Even though that wasn't an interception, it probably should be. It still goes down as a turnover. We got to get something here. We got to get something, them going backwards, another turnover. We can't let them get into momentum. Can't let them gain anything here on this drive. 3rd and long. Come on, fellas. There we go. There we go. Bring him down. I don't know. It's Milton Williams and Duval. Both the tackles get there. 420. Get off the goddamn field. Ooh. Oh, my God. Another injury. Off ball, Hollywood Brown. Okay. A little bit of adversity right now. Archibald. Ooh, there we go. I mean, he got to step up. First round pick, superstar first round pick. It's on you. Abdominal tear. That doesn't sound not serious. Oh my God, what a ball. What a ball. If we don't have Kyler Murray, if we have Jared Goff, that's a sack. That's a sack or interception. Luckily, we have Kyler Murray. Second touchdown of the day. Rondale Moore, again, with that injury at Hollywood Brown. It has been the Marcus House at tight end, Hollywood Brown if we need a wideout. We do have Rondale Moore. We do have Archibald. Two guys that gotta have to step up, especially if, Hollywood's gonna be out for a while. Oh, there's C.J. Henderson, the backup. We gassed him up a little bit, but got owned there by Hunter Henry. Okay. Oof. I mean, they're giving him time. They have protected Jared Goff. We got home once, but he's had either takes everything out of the equation by throwing it super fast, or they've given him time. 3rd and 10. Go for the screen. Get through the junk. Get through the trash. That is a big tackle there by Kenny Hodges, who says top outside island corners don't also like to get dirty and tackle. I remember the time I think they're gonna go for it. I remember the time I think they're gonna kick a field goal. Okay. This is gonna be one of those fucking instant throws. I know it. It's their Super Bowl. I don't know how to stop that. I literally don't know how to stop something where a guy's open and it takes him half a fucking second. Like, I can't do anything. I couldn't even tell you my pass rush was good on that rep because it just comes out so fast. The backfield, we got 3rd and 10. Need about 6 yards, 7 yards to attempt a long field goal. Weapon. Absolute weapon, Calvin Austin. Go left side here. Rondale Moore, Archibald. That's chef's kiss. That is as perfect of a throw as you can get on that play as possible. Let's go. Oh, damn. 3rd and inches. We get stuffed. It is now 4th and 1 on the opening drive of the second half. You know me. I got to at least see. I'll burn a timeout if it doesn't look good. This looks good if we trust Claypool. Doing it. I thought Calvin Austin. I thought he was gonna keep going. I thought if Calvin Austin takes that downfield. Luckily, that's gross matter. Luckily, we've been bailed out by the 2 guys on 2 likely picks. Aren't catching shit. But that's still a turnover. No different if that would have been a pick. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Boogie Basham. Bail out the offense, please. I don't even need a user open. He's lighting him up. Ojulari. Jared Goff slowed it up. That gives him 29 and a half. He's half sack away from 30 on the year. That is all you could ask for from the defense. That's why you go for it there, because you know your defense is probably going to give you a shot to bail you out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we go to Marcus House there. Thought I could get that with the scramble. That was a hell of a pursuit by whoever the edge was there on the Rams. But able to come back to House check down. Off script. It's insane. Give him the MVP. Give him the MVP. What a... I mean, it's a design read. It's what we're looking. Maybe a little bit of... because you bounced out of the pocket there. But you're not going to see a better throw than that. And there we go. Thank you, Jared Goff, for being Jared Goff. That is pick number 7 on the year for Kenny Hodges leading the league. All right, hello, Aaron Donald. Oh, Goff's hurt. Worst gets... I mean, the Rams still are probably trying to compete for that wild card spot. That could be brutal for them. Could be good for us to pad our stats, depending on who the backup is. Jesus, who is this kid? Harrison, huh? Definitely not the future. 64 overall, huh? All right. Good to know that a 64... This guy's the future of the Rams. Scott Harrison. 60... He's like Brock Purdy. He might only be a 64 overall, but in the right scheme, he'll play like a 84 overall. All right, there's my drop pick. Rams got a brutal drop one. There's my brutal drop one. Oh, my God. It's garbage time, but it's also not really garbage time. What are we doing? All right, recover this. Get it over. I mean, there's a chance. It could be a miracle. Eddie Pinado, Florida Gator. Luckily, it's Mapletron making the grab. He doesn't mess that up. That was closer than it needed to be, but 16-0, your Cardinals are about to be in 38 seconds. Oh, my God. What? There's no way. Okay. Probably should just need it out. That's my confidence of trying to get 1,000 yards for Calvin Austin. But there's no way a 64 overall quarterback does this. For the love of fucking God. There we go. There's 30. We got 30. Dirty 30 in a single season. Not the most I've ever seen. I've seen Khalil Mack get 36 in a sim. But still absolutely insane. Keep them in front of us. We play our game. We'll see this one out, but my God, we are making it difficult on ourselves. Luckily, the immediate pressure that Ojulari is generating is throwing this quarterback, 64 overall quarterback, out of his game. I think we just do the same thing. Sit back, get home with Ojulari, make him panic, cover the space. We get this, I'm taking knees. No more padding stats. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Oh, it's got another chance. No way. Cover 3. I think we got it. We got to drop back. We got to drop back with Silas, the backup. Told you. This is going to be fucking tough. Any little thing that could go wrong to make this 17-0 impossible is going to happen. And by the skin of our teeth, against a 64 backup quarterback, we hold on after the Calvin Ridley fumble. Calvin Austin fumble. Can't even think straight right now. 34-28. Kyler Murray back in MVP conversation. How did we let a 64 overall quarterback keep it close out of Alcorn State? What? But Kyler did his job back in the MVP race. 4 tutties, no picks. Run game was tough. Still not a bad showing for Roselle Bonds, but they did a good job not letting that taken over. We had injuries, bunch of injuries, dropping like fries. Hollywood Brown going to see his injury status Archibald, 9 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tutty for House. Tutty for Rondale. Defensively, 2.5 sacks, 4 TFLs for Ojulari, 2 TFLs. Second half for Milton Williams. Duval with a sack, Boogie Basher with a sack. Milton Williams gets that game-ending sack, 2 picks. Garrett Williams and Kenny Hodges. I need a smoke after that one. We got some nice upgrades out of this one. Milton Williams on the interior. His form is at an all-time level, +5 boost. He's having a hell of a year, man. Definitely money well spent on the open market. We got Marcus House, who's the best tight end in the NFL right now. The way that Marcus House for the tight ends and the way that Ojulari for the edge rushers have ascended to the best of their position very quickly has been absolutely outstanding. But let's take a look at our injury status. I think the long-term one is going to be Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be out for 4 weeks. So we are going to have to make the Super Bowl to see Hollywood Brown again this season. 16-0. Got a Player of the Week performance in that Week 17 victory. It is Kyler Murray, who I think, let's double check, should be back up, surpassing Jalen Hurts for first in the MVP race. But we'll see. He's at 47 tuds. Wow. More shuffling, and it's Lamar as the front. What is Lamar doing? We got 47, 49. We have 49 touchdowns for Kyler Murray on, we'll say 4,500 yards. So 45 and 49. Jalen Hurts is at 40, we'll say 4,500 yards-ish. 36 touchdowns. So he's only 10 plus behind us. What about Lamar? Lamar is Lamar is absolutely crushing it, but he's still, again, less than 4,500 yards, and he is at 39 touchdowns. So he's only 10 below. Like, this is a joke, right? There's no way Kyler's actually not going to win this award, not actually considered the front runner. Well, we got Green Bay. We do have 86 franchise points, so I'd be remiss if I just sat on those points and didn't get some form of boost. I don't really know what we should be spending on run block, awareness. That's power running. Roosevelt Bonds is a power back. What do we have on the defensive side? Play rec for middle linebacker, speed for defensive ends, man cover for outside linebackers. Or you can go strength, catching by cornerback. I think obviously we go this way. Let's go and boost. We'll boost the awareness of those fellas. We will boost the speed of our defensive ends. And our man cover by our outside linebacker. That could help the defense for sure. That might be a +1 bonus to a bunch of guys on the defensive side of the ball, and we need it after last week's inability to affect a 64 overall quarterback. And standing between us and a perfect 17-0 season is the 7-9 Green Bay Packers, who have the 26th ranked offense. Defense is a little better. Let's get a quick little sneak peek and see if they even have a shot at providing resistance here. They don't have Bobby Johnson as their quarterback, as we saw. Trey Lance got traded, or not Trey Lance. Trey Lance got traded to them, but they traded away Jordan Love to the Titans, and they're going with Bobby Johnson, star-to-have quarterback, 20 years old, the rookie, at a Pitt. All right, they got Aaron Jones, 88 superstar, fan of the channel. You got Brandon Cooks, Jaden Reed, Watson's there. So they actually have a lot of the wide receivers that popped off this year. They got a nice-looking second-year tight end of Oklahoma. But, again, I'm not seeing, still got Bakhtiari there. Elton Jenkins, 96. Rest of the O-line, though, kind of shambolic. That defensive front led by Kenny Clark, not a lot helping him there. Rashawn Gary's a 93, probably a 94 X-factor. He's a dog. Linebacking core, generally solid. They have one of the best corners in the league in Jair Alexander. I assume he's going to go on Rondale Moore. Greg Newsome, second in the league in picks right now. I think he has 5 interceptions to his name. So they're second. They got Ed Reed, Blankenship, and Dante Barker at strong safety. Second-year safety at Ohio State with an X factor. They got some guys. That's okay. They get a decent secondary. They have some big-time players like Rashawn Gary, Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones. It's not going to be a pushover. This is going to be a tough game. Hopefully we get through this week of practice healthy. We're going to take away the dink and dunks. That is 100% how they like to operate. I think for us defensively, I do think running. They're not very good at stopping the run. 24th. So let's go with our inside runs. I think we run the ball a little better inside. Cam Rollins, the hidden dev tight end, superstar. Another superstar dev player. Rookie superstar. Rookie superstar. Rookie superstar. Rookie star. We still have not got the dev trade of Silas and Hilliard, but Rollins at superstar. That's a find right there. That's back-to-back years. We've got an X Factor and then a superstar. Was House an X Factor? Or did we make him an X Factor? Earned the X Factor, I should say. But I mean, that's an all-time draft class for me. Offense, fully healthy, outside of Hollywood Brown. Defense, fully healthy. We are ready. 17-0 on the line. Perfect season on the line at the most arguably iconic stadium in all football to make this history, Lambeau Field. Let's go, baby. They're afraid to throw it. They don't trust their QB. Oh, that's going to be 4th and inches. I think they got to go for it. Come on, this is their Super Bowl. Wow, a punt. I'm going to stay out here. Usually I sim the punt. I don't believe it until I actually see this come out this guy's laces. Archibald, the rookie. Can you make something happen? I've been obviously playing NCAA where kickoffs are actually a thing. They're not like Madden where it's just 0% chance of anything fun happening. That's an outstanding job by the defense. Kyler Murray, go prove you're the MVP. Let's go do it, kid. Sure. Pressure. I don't like getting blitzed. One of those things. I've ever played like a competitive game. I'm gonna go watch all C4's gameplay. They're like, okay, he runs hot against the blitz. But I also, undefeated shit right there. That is a 99 tight end X Factor making a ridiculous play. Highlight reel play. Breaking tackles left, right, and center. He don't wear gloves. Look at this shit. How is that? First of all, that's usually a drop. Quay Walker comes in. Terrible tackle by Jair. Kyler knows what's up. It's one of our best touchdowns all series. Get home, Boogie. Bash him, heating up. Split the half sack. Get robbed. 31 on the year. Oh. Okay. Screen pass. Interesting, but had 3 miles to go. You know, we get a touchdown here. It could be death sentence in the first freaking quarter. And we're going to try and feed Calvin Austin, who on this run gets 1,000 yards on the season. Our second 1,000-yard rusher on the team. Crowd is stunned here in Lambeau. Give him the MVP. Just give him the MVP. Maybe he'll let other quarterbacks live if you give him what he wants. Love this play. I really love that play. Really love it. Run defense has been good. I can at least throw that positive at the Green Bay Packers. One broken run so far for Calvin Austin. Other than that, they've held us in check. Oh, that is bad tackling. Power running by Roosevelt Bonds up to the 1. He's looking for his 20th rushing touchdown of the season. Do we give it to him? Do we QB keeper? Oh, he's not even on there. It's Calvin Austin. We'll give it to Calvin. Oh, we get right in his grill with Ojulari. Braylon Duval down with an injury. The outstanding rookie D tackle, and the Packers are goal to go. Bring some heat. Good tackle there. Grant Delpit. Second and goal. Bring the heat again. We're just going to live and die by bringing the heat. We're supposed to watch the tight end. We're going to go off script here. Hubert. Oh. It's a good run. Good drive. Hopefully that Duval injury is not serious. Bruised shoulder. You come back in when you're ready, big doc. Does need to be said, though, anytime any injury happens here today, like we got everything locked up, right? So this is us chasing a record, not thinking what's best for the team going into the playoffs. Because at worst, even if the Panthers won, we have the tiebreaker. We're both at 16-1, which that'd be pretty badass, honestly, if that can end up being the championship. God, what a man! Get yourself. If you don't have Calvin Austin in your personal franchise mode, get him. He's probably a free agent. Steal him off the Steelers practice squad. Make him a running back. And enjoy the reward. But we have the tiebreaker. Regardless of if our record's tied, we have the tiebreaker over Carolina by beating them. We are the one in their one loss. In field goal range, we'll take the points if need be. But we also would love... We'd also love a touchdown. And we had right bumper for a tud, but do the safe thing. Keep the ball in our possession. No huddle. We had Archibald back in the end zone. Good pressure. Throws up the Mapletron. That's a mismatch there. That's a mismatch. I don't know if Greg Newsom's 6 feet and 6'4", 230. Dot from Kyler. One touchdown away from 50. Oh, should have known. You don't really want to target Claypool that much. That is the X factor safety there, Baker. Oh, neither spots. All momentum with Green Bay in the second half. Luckily, we had a big enough of a lead that we could fucking play this bad and still not be panicking, but. Back-to-back weeks. Third down. I mean, we'll take points here at this point. It's not going to be as easy of a win as we thought. Of course they're going to make me try to go for it, aren't they? They want to go for it. 4th and 2. Could run it. Not with how we've been running it today. We'll do it with Kyler. Does it himself. Tucks it and runs. Another one. Another one. Gone. House call. Roosevelt Bonds touchdown 20 on the year. Wow. Saw Kyler Murray do it. He said, I can do it. Bobbin Johnson. OG Bobbin Johnson. Let's go. There's 50. 50. 20 rushing for Roosevelt Bond. 50 passing for Kyler Murray. Another one. I might be able to get my personal best. I think 32 and a half sacks with Fletcher Cox a couple years ago was my most sacks in a season. We gotta be close. If not there. 5.5 and counting for Ojolari. Look, they're like literally waving them. Like, please don't sack him anymore. No. No. What is that? Don't be serious. Please be a cramp, an arm cramp, a wrist cramp. Everyone knows wrist cramps, right? When you first figure out how to use the internet, you get them wrist cramps, you know what I mean? Dislocated elbow. That does not put him in the JJ. That is not good. That does not sound like he'll be back next week. We got a first round bye. So, I mean, maybe 2-week injury. Put him in the JJ Watt arm thing. Fuck me. There's our punishment. There's our congrats on going 17-0. The number one corner in the NFL is done. Another one. Oh, they're going to take the half. Damn. That gives them 6 in the day. I've been 10 plus Maddens. 10 years on the channel. At what cost as we await the Kenny Hodges injury? But we have completed a perfect regular season. Not even at 16-0 in some of the old Madden. 17-0. We got the first round bye locked up. All-star performances across the board. Fuck yeah. I mean, if it was close, if this was the Rams game, you know, it'd be a little bit more intense. But Kyler Murray gets his 50th passing touchdown on the season. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Roosevelt Bonds, Calvin Austin, hell of a 1-2 punch there. Calvin Austin eclipses 1,000 yards, giving us 2,000-yard rushers. Roosevelt Bonds with that run rushing touchdown gives him 20 on the year, likely running back of the year. I don't really know so much on the receiving side. I know Cooper Kupp passed Marcus House for yards. Maybe this 94-yard performance will get him back into the first place spot. Defensively, I mean, he's not going to win it because Madden's Madden, but I think the MVP is B.J. Ojolari. 8 tackles, 7 TFLs. His numbers are going to be fucking nuts. 3 TFLs, 2 sacks, Boogie Basham, a sack there for Milton Williams. We hold our breath for the injury update of Kenny Hodges, but 17-0 feels pretty fucking good. So we got the 17-0. I mean, this is get out of the term. If he's gonna be back for because we get the first round bye, if he's gonna be back in time, it's gonna be great. If he's out for a considerable amount, it's 4 weeks. That's what we got. That's the price we paid. If you told me going into the game 17-0, or you get 16-1 and you get Kenny Hodges, at least it's a conversation. I probably would still. I'd take 17-0 for the history and gamble that our secondary can still hold up given how well we've played. But that's at least, that would make me think for a second, like, should I just take 16-1? Gives us something else to chase next year if we don't win the Super Bowl, next Madden. And we keep, that's a tough one, man. But that, down our corner 1, wide receiver 1, going into the playoffs, you know. Can't say we haven't had any adversity on the road to 17-0, making NFL history. Let's roll to the playoffs. I do want to go keep tabs up on the Panthers. See where they finished. 15-2. I mean, that's a collision course right there. That would be an epic. That'd be almost an all-time, even though we beat them in the regular season, that'd be almost an all-time NFC Championship game. 17-0, 15-2. The 15-2 is the team that beat the 17-0 the year before. The 15-2 is the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions. Undefeated season on the line, but I mean, I'm confident that we can hold up our end of that, and we will be in the NFC Championship game. It will be on the Carolina Panthers to do the same. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket here. We got the Panthers, Giants, Vikings, Niners, Cowboys, Eagles. This looks like an all-time. You got the rivalry game. The Panthers being the Panthers, 17-0. You get a little rivalry game over there in the NFC side. The 1 seed is, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs. God damn, man. Let's quickly look at where we finish stat-wise. We'll sim to the next week and figure out who our opponent is. We'll look at the big numbers there. Kyler finishes 3rd in passing yards, 4th in QB rating, 1st in tutties, and I think for me to pat myself on the back, I threw under 10 touchdowns on all Madden. That is outstanding. That is maybe more impressive than the 50 passing touchdowns, honestly. Roosevelt Bond, 17, almost, okay, we'll say 1750 to round up. In terms of rushing yards, 20 touchdowns. We got over 1,010 for Calvin Austin, 353 from Kyler Murray. On the receiving end, 93 catches, 1,400 yards, and 14 touchdowns for Marcus House. So we compare that to his year last year, which was insane. Not as insane. More touchdowns, less yards, more catches. He's just that guy. What a player. We got 1,010 for Hollywood Brown, who we're not getting back for another 3 weeks. So we have to rely Stephen Archibald, the superstar rookie, who had almost 800 yards, And I think given the amount of Mel's that we need to feed on the offense, that is a really good rookie season. Almost 800 yards, 9 touchdowns on 39 catches. We got Rondale Moore, who we know is a very reliable player for us. Good chemistry with him. We got some great production out of Calvin Austin out of the backfield. Outstanding numbers there across the board. Blocking, the interception. I mean, hell, even this. When was the last time I had a tackle get under 20 sacks allowed? We did a great job with Kyler Murray when we needed to. Those are easy, my lowest sacks allowed that I've had in a franchise in years. Defensively, we're going to get to the video game numbers. No 100-yard tackles. I think that's just more so our offense dominated so much. Our defense just didn't have the amount of reps to get 100-plus tackles. 14 TFLs, 8 sacks, 3 picks from Zaven Collins. 15 TFLs, 4 sacks from Owen Papo. 7 picks. Kenny Hodges leading the league, out for the next 4 weeks. He's done. I don't think we'll be lucky if we can get him for the Super Bowl. 4 weeks, right? So that's first round bye, divisional, championship, dedicate to him, I guess. 5 picks, Garrett Williams, 4 from Marco Wilson, 3 from Zaven, 3 from Jalen Thompson, 1 from Delpit, 1 from Boogie Basham. But here's the MVP. 68 tackles. Would have been funnier if it was one more. We can admit that. 48 tackles for loss. 36 and a half sacks. The most I've ever got. And I've had some breaking numbers, record-shattering numbers. That might be the most I've even seen on fucking like social media. Getting tagged on Twitter, see it on Reddit, where clearly people are just probably even playing on rookie. This is right before your very eyes on All Madden. 36 and a half. And it's not like I did it with a guy who was a bullshit player. I got it with a guy that's a 99 X Factor. He's as cheesy as they come. Still have to go out there and do it. What a season from Ojolari. We got 10 and a half on 16 TFLs for Milton. 10 sacks, 17 TFLs for the superstar rookie. A part of my best draft class maybe ever. Especially given the success they've had this year for Braylon Duval. 8.5 sacks, 15 TFLs for Boogie Basham. And he missed a lot of time. He missed 4 games. I think he was our first big injury of the year. He plays the full season. We might have double digits. That's where we had Zaven Collins play a little bit of defensive end for a couple weeks. Perfect with the kicker. Honestly, the only complaint I have, not a lot of gongs. Didn't have a whole lot of Undertaker gongs because we just didn't punt the football. So let's move ahead here. Wild card, see how that all breaks. Actually, we did have a weekly award. It's clearly going to be Ojolari with a 6 sack a performance. Let's see who we're playing in the divisional round. I'm going to guess Dallas. That'd be a fun matchup. That's probably what I'd want. Dallas. We got the Niners. 8-9 divisional opponent. They probably know us better than... That probably means the Panthers at least won because we're not playing there, but the lowest team available. So the Panthers handle their business against the Giants. The Niners defeat the Vikings. The Eagles in a close one defeat the Dallas Cowboys, setting up a Panthers-Eagles, Cardinals-Niners divisional round Sunday. On the other side, the Bengals defeat the Ravens. The Jets defeat the Steelers. The Broncos, and Russell Wilson's been very good. 35 points, setting up a Jets. I don't think Aaron Rodgers, maybe Aaron Rodgers is still there. And that's a banger. I'm going to be honest. Probably whoever wins that game there between Kansas City and Cincinnati is going to be the team that goes to the Super Bowl. But that is the only way this would have been more interesting is if we would have, we wouldn't have played them anyway because the Niners got the upside. I would have loved to play Dallas. I'd love to beat Dallas, beat Carolina, undefeated season complete against Kansas City. So that way there, we beat the fucking best of the best. Like, you could not have rolled. Like, if we would have done 17-0 and beat Dallas and Kansas City in the same playoff run, that is like the perfect Madden 24 season. I guess if we can beat Carolina and then beat Kansas City, that could also go into the mix here. We have a couple upgrades here from the bye week. Really the only impactful one is our starting center, Shaq Norton, who I wish some of these buffs here is injury rating because he gets hurt all the fucking time. But we are able to cap off 17-0. We know our next victim. That will be coming out next week. I hope you guys enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. I hope you enjoy 17-0. Thank you very much for spending a little bit of time with me. And until next time, it's your boy C4. Say, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. I'm not even going to talk about what's next at the end of this. We got to just fully focus on the playoffs. But I will say I'm maybe leaning towards a heavily modded PC franchise if things go well here. If not, I think the fun thing about this Cardinals team is that if we lose, right? We were 1-done last year at 13-4. But if we lose this one, this team's young enough that it's not like we went all in for a Super Bowl, right? It would not be the end of the world for me if we had to go another year. Like, everyone's going to get better. Literally every single, maybe not so much in the O-line, but Paris Johnson, 90. He's only going to get better. House is 99. Archibald, Bonds, Rondale. Maybe not Kyler. Maybe not Hollywood. Ojulari, another year of Ojulari trying to break records. The D-line, the linebackers, Owen Papo. The secondary, Hodges gets back healthy. Garrett Williams, Marco Wilson, the guys that we have grown and developed, we stuck with, that were on this terrible Cardinals team. If I got to run it back another year, so be it. I'm going to make this team even better. We're going to try to chase and re-break our records all over again. But we're not thinking about what ifs. We're not thinking about losses. We're fully ready to kick the shit out of the 49ers. And honestly, I don't know. I don't want to. I'm probably going for Kansas City. I hate the Niners fans so much. I hate Deebo Samuel. Levi got his signed helmet off their cam right there. I think I would enjoy Niner fans being upset more than I would be upset with, like, the fucking new Patriots winning again. You know? I think there's something about the fact that the Niners are trying to pull this, like, oh, we've been so close. We've never got the Super Bowl here with Shanahan, and we deserve this, and we're the underdogs. You're the favorites for pretty much every game this year. You are fucking not underdogs. And you have, like, what, 5 Super Bowls already as a franchise? Fuck out of here with that shit. Boo-hoo, underdog. Kiss my ass. Go Chiefs. See you on the next one. Love you guys.